Hey guys, Matt, Nomadic Native back with you. Thanks for tuning in. In this video I'm going to give you an update on everything I can remember to give you an update on. And I'm going to answer some of the questions that have been coming in. Oh wow, man, I just came in from outside. I had to come back in here and get under this AC because summer has arrived in the Indian nations. Holy cow, is it hot. Probably is where you are as well, so yeah, I know I'm preaching to the choir, right? The humidity is terrible. I mean, it's just stifling. And then, you know, this is Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. It's a blast furnace out there. That's what it is. So that leads me into my first update. We're is about 7 days from retiring, which means we're about somewhere right at about 13 days from heading north out of this heat, we hope. So there's my first update. The second update, I'm sure, is the one that everybody's been waiting on, and that is about the delamination issue at the front passenger side of our RV. The estimate from the local RV shop came in. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it's about $10,300. It's a little more than 10,000 bucks. But not 11,000, as I recall. My memory's not what it used to be, guys. Sorry, but as I recall, it was about 10,300 bucks. I've also spoken with the Allstate claims adjuster that came out to look at it, and they are going to pay the claim. And I didn't ask about this, I didn't think about it at the time, but I believe our deductible disappeared long ago. So I don't know, might be a free repair. We might have to pay 500 bucks, something like that. Okay. When is it going to be done? Well, there wasn't enough time for them to do it between, you know, when we did the claim and before we want to take off and be up in Iowa at the Winnebago factory. So I spoke with the shop and the adjuster, and what's going to happen is when we get back, I'll call the adjuster and Allstate will cut the check and the RV will be repaired. Assuming we still have this RV when we come back. What will most likely happen is we're going to go up there and spend our time there at the factory, the Winnebago factory at Forest City. And after that, we may go on to someplace else for a while. Right now we're considering the Badlands. Or we may just decide to, you know, get back here, get the thing fixed, and then take back off. One thing I will add is that on the way up there to the Winnebago factory, between here and there is Adventureland. And if you follow many of the Work Camper RV channels, you know that there are other RVers that are working at Adventureland right now. You may have seen one of their videos where they talk about the new roller coaster that cost the park about $9 million that just opened. I forget what they call it, but it's green and it looks really cool. And I really want to ride it. So we're going to be stopping at Adventureland on our way to the Winnebago factory. So that's where we're at. Okay, now it's time to answer some questions. One of the questions that came in, and it's also an update. One of the questions that came in was how much voltage loss do I have on the ground-mounted solar panels, or line loss, okay? Because it looks like I have a pretty long line on there. Well, here's the thing. Now that I've gone out there, we boondocked with it and used it, and I decided that, yeah, that's what I want to do, I came back and I ordered regular 10-gauge solar wire for it, a inline fuse, and I did something a little bit different out there that makes it a whole lot easier and a whole lot simpler to use, and I'm going to show you all that right now real quick because it's hot. Okay, we're going to go measure some line losses, and I'm going to show you the difference of what I've done and talk about it a little bit. And then we're coming right back in here under the AC, okay? Here we go. Let's go to the battery box, and what I'm going to show you is that I now have the charge controller, the Renogy Wanderer charge controller, mounted in the battery box close to the batteries, and the plus and negative is coming off. The negative is going, side to the shot, and the positive is going over there to the positive. If you watched the video where I showed you the system in detail, you'll remember that this was actually with the panels out there on the ground. Okay. After I mounted this in here, I ordered these two wires that go to the batteries. I ordered those, and then I ordered this inline fuse, 1000 volt DC fuse, and then I ordered two 50-foot links with connectors of 10 gauge solar wire that I just keep rolled up and all the way, always attached and ready to go to the charge controller that is attached to the battery bank, powered up and always powered up and ready to go. Okay, so now all I have to do is roll the wire out to wherever I have the panels and plug them in. Okay, simple as pie. What we're going to do is we're going to go measure the voltage coming out of the panels. I'm going to disconnect the wires right here. Set you down for a minute. Where am I going to set you? Let's see. Set you right here. I better not set you there because that fan's running high. Okay, I'll set you right here. So I'm going to unplug the wires from right here, and I'm going to go ahead and unplug the fuse and all. This is the fuse, and we're going to go over to the panels and measure the voltages before and after this wire. Okay, so here we are at the panels with our wires. This is the end that goes to the battery bank, and this is the end that plugs into the panels right here. Okay, so we'll put this on DC, and the first thing we want to check is the voltage coming straight out of the panels. Okay, no charge controller, no nothing. Let's see what that is. Okay, so 20.28 DC volts coming right out of the panels. Now I'm going to plug these wires in, and we're going to measure it at the end of a 50-foot length. Set you down for a sec. Okay, and then we're going to measure them right here. Negative. So 20.32 volts at the end of a 50-foot length of 10 gauge LAWG type, blah 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 blah, 600 volt UL sunlight resistant solar wire. Not much of a drop at the end of a 50-foot length, is there? Okay, so that answers that question. Now let's get back inside under that AC. Okay, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, ladies and gentlemen, and kids of all ages, I've got one more update for you, and it's a doozy. I know that there's some of you out there who have been waiting for this update for some time, and I am not going to let you down. You may recall that when we went on our shakedown boondocking trip that I charged up the Nature's Head composting toilet, that we used it while boondocking for the 3 or 4 days that we was out there. Since we've been back parked here in the driveway, I've come out several times and turned the handle, and I've come out several times and used the thing while I was out here working on it, working on the RV. So it's been in pretty much constant use since whenever it was that we went out there to do the shakedown run. I don't know how long that is off the top of my head, but the videos are right there for you. You can go back and see when that was. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this out into the pasture on the other side of our home. We're going to open this sucker up and dump it. Hey, it's the this is the real deal here, folks. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly of RV boondocking. So here we go. Okay, we're out here by my burn pile, and here we go. We're going to crack this thing open for the first time, all the way open. I remember we've opened it up to take out that jug before, of course, to empty the jug, but we've never opened up the composting bin. So you're seeing this for the first time, just like I am. I'm going to set you down over here just a second while I open this up. Okay, so there it is. Pull that lid off. There's your composting bin with sphagnum peat moss in it. That's what it looks like after all the amount of use that we've put it through. And now we're going to dump it right there. Okay, there it is. What can I tell you about it? Well, I don't see any of the toilet paper that I know for a fact was put in there. I don't see any of the waste that I know was as a fact was put in there. Now, I'm former military, been all over the world, been in military latrines all over everywhere I've been. I know what bad smells like. That smells like dirt. If you were to go out into a field with a rototiller and you was to rototill up some dirt, pick it up in your hands and smell it, that's what this smells like. I don't smell anything that smells like you would think it would smell. Nothing at all. And I'm going to leave the ruminants in there and recharge it. It's for the so it's ready to go for the next time. And the reason you don't clean it out all the way is because what's left in there gets the next batch started to composting. So put it back together and take it back, guys. There you have it. So now I've taken you through the entire process of obtaining, installing, using, and dumping the Nature's Head composting toilet. And believe me, if there was If there was anything at all bad smelling or anything like that about this, trust me, I would tell you. So there you have it. Get this thing back in. It's hot out here. Okay, so I filled it back up with my peat moss, however you say that word, and it's ready to go again. I'm soaked. It is so incredibly hot and humid outside. Jeez. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here and get this video taken care of, uploaded and all that. If you haven't subscribed, we invite you to subscribe and follow along. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.